Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Sunday. We are actually on our way to church right now. So the plan today is I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna knock out some drum beats, and then once we get done with church, we're gonna go back to the house and I'm gonna try and work on some things on the car. My wife is actually at work today, so I'm a lone ranger. So we're gonna have to figure out some things to take up some time, and I know that the car needs some TLC. The fenders, the front fenders, they've started cracking apart where I guess we've hit bumps and the tire has scraped the very bottom of them and they've kind of pulled them apart. So I think I might try and fix that somehow if I can find an angle grinder or something. The padding for my roll cage, I really needed to have already had that done, but I have slacked. I've been in a rush to get all this stuff done for the Pro-Am events. So we're gonna try and tackle that when we get back. And then our friend Barry over at NEFFEX, where we got the car wrapped, actually sent us a little surprise in the mail on Friday. So we may tackle putting that on the car too. Once we get there, you'll see what that is, but it's gonna be really cool. But yeah, we have a jam-packed day today, and not to mention that next weekend is round 3 of the Formula Drift Pro-Am series, and we've got to get the car to the shop and get it nut and bolted, make sure it's ready to go, ready to rock. So yeah, this week is gonna be a busy one, especially because Friday we are going up to Bristol to not only drop off the car, but we have a course that Chelsea DeNofa is gonna be teaching. I think it's a class, so it's gonna be inside of a classroom. There won't be any driving, but still it's gonna be cool to be able to talk to a pro and be able to learn from his techniques and what he's figured out over the years to be successful. So we definitely want to take advantage of that anytime we can get that. Overall, it's gonna be a busy week, and we're gonna go ahead and start off this Sunday with some praise and worship for church, and then when we get back home, we'll knock out the car stuff. Alright, so we made it home from church, and now we are going to eat a little bit of grub for lunch. And while we're doing that, we're going to be watching a little bit of Formula Drift from Seattle here. Alright guys, so we have finished watching FD for the day. We did not finish top 16, but we got further than I wanted to go. We ended up playing a little bit of Assetto Corsa. So we're a little off track as far as time goes, but now we're going to start on the car, and I'll show you kind of what we're gonna do. So this is what I got. I bought this from a place here local called Performance Products, and you can see it looks kind of like a pool noodle, but I guess it's more for the use of roll cages and roll bars. So I went and bought some of these. Before round 2, I actually bought them, but I didn't get a chance to put them on. And then we got some of this mounting tape or double-sided Gorilla tape and some zip ties. And the reason why I got some of the the double-sided tape as opposed to all zip ties is because when Chris did my cage, you can see that he pretty much stitch welded the whole thing to the roof. But it looks like I might be in luck because there's a couple of little spaces here and here that I can probably slip a zip tie through. So I may be able to both double-sided tape and throw a couple zip ties through there and make that work. And then I think I'm gonna put one here and then one back here on this, as I think that's probably what they're gonna ask for. Not sure about this. I'm gonna go ahead and look up the rule book. As far as the A pillar, I'm not sure if they're gonna make me put one there, but I may put one there just in case. And then I may put like a chunk of one here and then follow this bar, but kind of cut this out. We'll see kind of what the rule book looks like as far as where these things actually have to be, and kind of follow other guys' builds and see where theirs are. And then we'll put them there. So I don't think it'll be too bad of a project. The hardest part's gonna be just cutting them out to where they fit perfectly. And then I guess just figuring out if we have enough excess for like little pieces like this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. The other cool thing that I was talking to you guys about that was maybe not the right color was this little tube. This little tube contains, if you watch any FD, you see that the driver's wheels have one stripe on them, or two spokes have stripes, and that is sort of like a judge thing, I'm assuming. It allows the judges to see if a wheel is locking up or spinning at a slower speed, therefore being a decel. So I'm gonna add those to my wheels. I know our judges don't look for it, but it will look kind of cool, I think, and give it more of like a professional look. So I'm just hoping that the yellow that's in here is going to work. We'll put those up there here in just a little bit and see how they look, but let's get started on this roll bar. All right, so that wasn't bad at all. Probably took us maybe 20 minutes to get everything done. As you can see, we have a big foam noodle mess in the floor, but I think they turned out pretty good. I went ahead and did this one here. I did the front one for my 4-head or my 5-head, and then did this one back here, which I may never hit this one back here, but it's there just in case. And then I did this B-pillar one. I'd say my head will hit there before it'll hit up there, but it looks pretty good. As you can see, I'm missing a zip tie. I ran out of zip ties, so I'm one short. So I'll stop and get one of those before the next event. But I ended up not using the double-sided tape just because I think the zip ties will work fine. And then if we ever have to take them off, we just cut those zip ties and we're good to go. One thing that sucks is I put on my helmet and looked like a goofball walking around my garage with a helmet, but with my helmet on, I kind of hit the top one. So I'm hoping that like during head movements like this, or like up and down, that it doesn't break my ability to move my head. I know like normally you're supposed to have like the seats that come around you so you can't move your head anyway, but at this point I have full adjustability of my head, and whenever I added those, it kind of makes it touch my helmet at certain points. So one thing that we're gonna have to do is either raise my seat up in the front to try and pull the back down, and then I sit a little bit lower in the car, or we're just gonna have to deal with it. And I mean, I am pretty tall, so it's hard for me to fit in a seat and also see over a dash without hitting the roof with a helmet on. So there's a lot of factors there that we may be able to manipulate the seat adjustment, whether it goes, you know, straight to the floor instead of on the setup that I have now from Planted Seat Technologies. But I really don't have a way that we're gonna mount it to the floor unless we just straight mount it to the floor and make a custom bracket. So we'll get there when we get there. I think we'll be okay. Like I said, when I move my head around like this, I kind of hit up here, but I think we'll be okay. We literally have 1 week until Bristol, and I've never been so excited for an event in my life. So how this is gonna work is, if you go back to some of my other videos, I think there was one that the thumbnail said back to the drawing board. That was at Bristol, but that was out in the parking lot at Bristol. This time we are doing a similar layout to that, but it's gonna be inside the stadium. So we will be, there's a NASCAR track at Bristol Motor Speedway. That's what Bristol Motor Speedway is, it's a NASCAR track. And we'll basically be inside the infield. And I'll put a picture of that right here of what the infield is gonna look like. And we will be driving in that. That's gonna be awesome. I am super stoked, and it's gonna be the first time that we've ever done it inside there. They have done the monster truck shows inside there, but never an actual event. So I'm super stoked. Chelsea Denova is gonna be there as our guest judge, so that's another thing that's gonna be really cool about this weekend. Another thing, as I said before, we're gonna do a class on Friday, and I'm not sure what it's gonna entail, but it was an extra amount of money and I decided to go ahead and do it. You can never have too much help, especially when it comes to one-on-one with a pro. So I want to take advantage of that, no matter how much the cost is. So we're gonna do that. So after untubing the vinyl, it is this color, and it does not quite match. It's a little off, but it's pretty close to the Sweet Trucking orange, which I guess we could make it work. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put this on here. It looks kind of orange in the camera, but it's yellow. I'm gonna take off the back and lay it on there, kind of push it down, and then use a blow dryer and heat it up so that it shrinks around the spokes, and then cut it off right here where these little indentions are, and just basically it'll just be on the front and not all the way around the spoke. So let's see how this looks. I'm gonna try one real quick. I got this one done, and as you can see, it's a haggard job on the cutting. I didn't have a razor blade or a X-Acto knife. I think I'm just gonna take that off. Not only does it look like crap, but I don't think that this wheel really goes well with this design. I ended up not going all the way down to the bottom of the spokes just because it's hard to lay it down in there without it bubbling up. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and take them off for now. Don't really care for them that much. I might mess with it some more in the future and think of a different way to do it, but this one does not work for me. Waste of 20 minutes. Woo! So we got everything done in the car that I wanted to do today, which really wasn't much other than putting the padding on there and trying out the decals. The decals weren't as good of an idea as I thought, so we'll figure out another way to do that. The only thing I got left to do is saw the fenders off where they're cracking apart. I don't have an angle grinder or a saw, so we didn't tackle that today. So kind of unproductive day, but we have done a lot. Right after I got done with that, I went ahead and mowed the yard. I didn't necessarily need it quite yet, but I figured if this week's gonna be busy, I'm not gonna have time to do it any other night this week, so went ahead and did it. But now, what we are going to do is we're gonna play a little bit of Assetto Corsa. Do a little bit of skirt, 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 ying, 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 skirt, clutch kick, whoop-ah, whoop-ah, whoop-ah. Action. So, I'm gonna see if one of my buddies wants to get on with me, and we'll tear up some Assetto Corsa for you. Alright, so we're gonna try this. We have not tried these cars yet here. Wonder what a good gearing setup is. I'll just leave it the way it is and see what it does.
That's what I did. You could pretty much do third on the bank, but you can't have as much angle as the DCGP cars. I'll lead you another one.
Okay.
Make it interesting for the BLOG.
Some people are gonna say it now. They don't even want to say vlog. They'll just say,
right.
"Oh, you're gone." I get you.
I thought it was blog for the longest time, like BLOG. I'm like, oh mom, look, he's a blogger.
Oh man!
Oh, you smacked the shit out of that.
Yeah, it could have been a really good one. Woo! I was so close to hitting the tire roll.
Yeah.
Now we're live, boys.
Oh, I didn't hit you. You hit me. What do you? Oh, I do have one. That's cool.
What?
This skin is pretty sick.
Yeah. It's the Warehouse skin. Sick. James Dean.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother. Alright. Let's throw you down a good lead here.
Alrighty.
Dang it, you're pushing me.
No, I didn't touch you until you smacked the wall.
I felt like you were pushing me up into the wall.
I didn't touch you until after you smacked it.
Oh, that was a force.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I don't think I was touching you. That was fun.
My helmet's got flames on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby. Oh, I lost you right there, but it was good until then.
Heck, brother. You can, in that custom shaders patch, you can make it where it's always external sounds. So you get to hear all your backfires and stuff. Sounds really nice.
Hit neutral. Oh.
That time I hit you.
Keep her going. Dang, I keep neutral dumping.
My bad. Yeah, that was weird.
With it being an S14.5, it looks more like Odie Bocce's car.
Really?
Just without the sponsors.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Forrest Wing's car. I really like that, like pinkish purple.
Dang it! Too much angle. Dang it! Not enough angle. My leads are crap.
Don't pit just yet. Stop your car.
I'll lead another one. I need to get you a good lead.
But you're all up on that wall.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, sorry. I hit neutral again.
No, you're good.
Tried to save it and come back, but I was way too hot. You're running off and leaving me on the bank again. That first run we did, I was all over you, but now you're just running off. I think you pulled a little bit of angle out that time, but the last time you led, you still pulled away.
So how much did you get done on your car?
Well, I just got the bar pads put in. I was gonna trim the fenders, but I don't have a sawzall or anything to trim them.
Yeah.
So, then I was gonna put, oh crap.
Oh.
I was gonna put yellow stripes on my wheels, but they didn't look so good, so I took them off. Anyway, I'm just ready for Saturday.
Yeah,
Ready for Friday, really.
What's Friday?
I get to go to his class.
Oh.
Dang it! No! Dang it! This is horrible, man. I'm horrible right now.
I think it's the pressure of your camera. You gotta do good.
It's off now.
Why is it off?
Battery's dead. I'm still recording on here, but.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, you're like right up on it, dude.
Dang it! Dang it!
My bad. I pressed the clutch instead of the brake.
Alright guys, so the camera died, so I lost all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below. And we'll see you guys next time. See ya!